Well, this number one says, day one, brand new employee, I don't care what position you are, you can come to the CEO of the company and say, I can say anything I want. Now, you're not going to say, I hate your face. Right? You're ugly. Although one did do that, because we require they do an icebreaker. So everyone's afraid to engage, right? I see somebody doing something opposed to what they should be doing. Everyone's afraid, they don't want to feel like, oh, I'm your, that's not my boss. That's actually my boss. I'm going to go and tell my boss. So we have this. This means it's off limits. I can say whatever I want, respectfully. So the first one, you have to do an icebreaker that day to somebody, and that person has to come and tell me that it was done. And one of them was, you're ugly. I loved it. It broke the ice. Now, 212 is not my concept, but I love it. And I live my life on this. This is the internal conversation. This is the most important aspect, I think, of everybody's life. At 211, water's hot. At 212, it boils. I actually had a scientist say, well, actually, it doesn't too. I was like, whatever. But the point is, 1 extra degree creates boiling water, and boiling water creates steam, and steam, obviously, can power locomotives, and it does. To me, it just transfers to your very best. And to me, what it is we have a culture of 212. If you walk by and you make coffee and you leave a couple coffee stains on the countertop and you walk away, or you leave without any coffee being made, like refreshing the system, somebody will oh, that's not 212, that's not 212. Because it's not his very best. You ask somebody that question, after they do something, you say, is that your very best? And they know. They know. But the great thing is that when you start to do your very best on everything that you do, and sometimes you need a break, I got that too. But man, do your shoulders, I'll give you the best example of how I discovered this. I had just walked out of our bathroom in our office, and the door shut behind me, and I kind of stopped in my tracks because this was top of mind, and I'm like, was that my very best? I know what you're thinking. But I had left, right? That was not my very best. I had left the paper towels with one sheet on it, the one that has all the glue on it, right? Somebody was going to be like, oh. So I said, all right. And it was kind of a pain, so I had to go to another room and go get it, and I put it back, and I put it on there. I walked out, and the door shut, and then I thought, you know what? That was not my very best. Because, that first one that's on there that's stuck, and you're like, what a pain that is, too. So it sounds picayune, right? But at the end of that process, man, my shoulders, there's no joy, and there's no pat on the back, because it's lonely at the top, as you all know, like knowing that you can make yourself do the necessary things. It kind of gives you an air about you because you have unwavering discipline. To me, like the bird example is, for every discipline you conquer, you get to take a feather and stick it in. And for every time you walk on past and do not do your very best, one walks back. And to me, the key to success in life and business is to have measurement and tracking and vision into what you're doing. We don't know our own behavior. But if you start paying attention to your own behavior, one day you'll look back and you go, I can't fly! And you're like, it'll be like a trail of feathers. Why did you expect to fly when you didn't do what was necessary to fly?